Welcome to the TWeSS, this week's space show. Hi, I'm Oguz Karasu and I am here in Washington DC. I am going to talk about many space news from this week. Canadian Defense Minister Anita Anand spoke the other day about the Canadian space missions, but first let me start with the launches. Rocket Lab has announced its first launch from the US soil on Tuesday. The company, as we know, they usually do their launches from New Zealand, but this time they were successful with their launch to the space. The rocket launched from Virginia.
Propulsions are coming up at around the 6 and 9 minute marks.
SpaceX Director of Mission Management has announced that the Crew 6 mission will be the first time that the company reuses a Crew Dragon for a fourth mission.
Potentially we have crew flight tests coming up with the Boeing vehicle, which is, I think that's really going to be incredibly exciting. It's currently scheduled for sometime April-ish, but followed by Axiom 2, and then another SpaceX at the end. And the SpaceX 28 at the sort of the end of the increment is sort of our opportunity for any EVAs. So we may actually have EVAs on top of 3 cargo vehicles and 2 crewed vehicles coming to visit. So it's just such an exciting increment. We're going to be busy. We're going to be tired, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
NASA and SpaceX are targeting their Crew 6 mission launch on February 26. Now the commercial space. According to a market intelligence firm, HigherGov.com, the 2022 was the busiest second year in terms of space government transactions. Here are the other takeaways. According to the report, there were 433 aerospace, defense and government transactions in 2022, the second greatest number of transactions ever, down 10% from record 2021. Enduring geopolitical threats, resilient company cash flows, and continued investment in critical technologies will support aerospace, defense, and government transactions volumes in 2023 despite macroeconomic headwinds. iSpace, as you remember, the lunar lander firm, has announced that their Hakuto R mission, Mission 1, by the last week, it reached their farthest point, which is 1.4 million kilometers away from Earth. Despite this great distance, according to the company, the lander has maintained a steady operational state and has remained in contact with the company's Mission Control Center in Tokyo, Japan. Axiom Space has announced that Peggy Whitson as the commander of X-2 mission. Congratulations. Have you heard that the night sky is twice as bright as it was only 8 years ago? A new study shows that the night sky is getting brighter at a staggering rate worldwide and much faster than satellites had previously indicated. In 1973, astronomer Kurt Riegel warned that the artificial lighting was rapidly changing our view of the night sky. Now we are going to Chile. A galactic photo shoot has captured more than 3 billion stars and galaxies in one of the sky surveys ever. Over 2 years, a dark energy camera on a telescope in Chile made the observations. It was focusing on the southern hemisphere sky. The National Science Foundation's NOIR lab released the survey results this week. Isn't it gorgeous? Turkey's first space station visitor has been selected, even though the name hasn't been released yet. According to the Minister of Industry and Technology, Mustafa Varank has said that it will be announced soon by the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Okay. NASA announced this new class of bimodal NTP/NEP with a wave rotor topping cycle enabling fast transit to Mars. Let me translate that into English. If this machine will work, this will change everything in terms of our deep space exploration of our solar system. That means if that works, We can go from Earth to Mars in 45 days. The near-Earth asteroid had an extremely close but safe encounter with us yesterday and coming at least 10,000 kilometers from Earth's center. Now social media. But before that, the second man on the moon, Buzz Aldrin, has announced that he got married again on his 93rd birthday. He is literally over the moon again. Congratulations. Now let's see together what I could catch this week on social media in terms of space and astronomy. NASA astronaut Nicole Mann and Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency JAXA astronaut Kyoichi Wakata concluded their spacewalk at 3:35 p.m. Eastern Time after 7 hours and 21 minutes. Mann and Wakata worked on the far end of the station's starboard thrust structure in their EMUs and installed a modification kit enabling the future installation of a roll-out solar array. Betül Türksoy took this beautiful picture on January 23, 2023 and showing us the Moon, Venus and Saturn all together. This is also from Twitter and showing us the Dolphin Nebula SH2 308 that surrounds a pre-supernova Wolf-Rayet star. It looks unreal. We continue with Twitter. The biggest volcanic eruption ever seen from space captured by 2 different satellites last year on January 15. Guys, who is cutting these icebergs at the Antarctic? This time, the satellite image shows its size of London. Can you imagine London? NASA's Parker Solar Probe launched in 2018 with the mission of making observations of the outer corona of the Sun. It will make the closest approach by 2025, but we can see the latest pictures through its camera. Look at the wild waves of our Sun. This spiral went viral this week. Japanese National Astronomical Observatory took this video and later on they realized that caused by the latest launch of a SpaceX satellite. It looks very interesting. And now we are heading to Mars to check the traffic situation there. Looks like the roads are empty and no accidents so far. Halit Mirahmetoğlu, the general manager of Gökmen Space and Aviation Training Center in Bursa, Turkey, shot this amazing picture with one of the strangest clouds that I have ever seen. Now, researchers from Montreal and India have captured a radio signal from the most distant galaxy so far at a specific wavelength known as the 21 centimeter line, allowing astronomers to peer into the secrets of the early universe. The signal detected by the team was emitted from this galaxy when the universe was only 4.9 billion years old, enabling the researchers to glimpse into the secrets of the early universe. It is kind of equal to a look back in time of 8.8 billion years. This is all for this week. Unfortunately, we are out of time and I couldn't mention the Canada story. Hopefully next week. Thanks for watching. Oguz Karasu from here, Planet Earth.